And so what's interesting about Patagonia is that we have a mission. I'm sure that most companies have a mission statement, but we really take our mission statement quite seriously. And 2 years ago, Yvon Chouinard decided one evening to just change the mission statement to we are in business to save our home planet. And he didn't tell anybody that he was going to do that. And we woke up and we were like, okay. And so all of Europe was kind of in shock because we had to grasp that mission statement and figure out how can we do what that mission statement says. So we are in business to save our home planet is a big couple words and something strong to live up to. So we broke up into groups of the whole company. So 110 of us up in Holland broke up into little groups and came up with workout groups of how we thought we would stand behind that mission statement, because we're a brand that sells clothing. Obviously, before the 2 years, we were doing we were doing 1% for the planet. We were constantly doing environmental initiatives, but our mission statement wasn't such a strong phrase. So we really had to look deep in the company to see how we would stand and deal with that mission. So we came up with, in Europe, in the US, they have different, but in Europe, we came up with 4 pillars that we follow. So that would be energy transition, wild spaces, footprint, and agricultural transition. And these 4 pillars guide us to work, what we do as a company, and who we choose and how we choose to work. And so Patagonia is concerned with reducing resources in our supply chain, influencing major institutions such as banks and other partners away from fossil fuels with lobbying and activism, and investing in decentralized energy in projects in Europe, and with increasing support for environmental projects within our 1% for the planet commitment, and with spreading the concept of regenerative organic agriculture. So some examples, so just so you understand what each pillar is. The wild spaces, for example, we came out with a film last September called Public Trust, and it came on YouTube right before the vote. There was 1.8 million views of that movie. It's a documentary about how USA wanted to use the public lands to drill on, and it was a very political movie and very activist. And so that was watched a lot as well. Another way we looked at wild spaces was we have been spending the last 4 years working with different NGOs in the Balkans to try and stop 3,000 dams from being built. And lastly, we've had some success. Some of the dams are not being built. So we've been really pleased with that. And we are still pushing forward, and we're still constantly activating and working in the region. We're actually coming out with a Save the Blue Heart film too, to talk about what's being done in that region as well. Another example of the pillar is the footprint. So this is really our heart. Everyone knows, or I think you would know, is our Worn Wear program. So really our heart of Patagonia is repairing your gear, making sure your gear gets back into play. If it's broken, we can fix it. We fix it for free, and we fix it all over the world. We have little trailers or tiny houses or repair stations that we bring around everywhere to fix your gear. And what we've built on that is we're coming up with a rental program, and as well we want to do a recrafted program where we take old product and fix it and then make it look different, and we sell it. And we sell it for not for profit for the company, but we sell it to make profit, to make money for an NGO. So we choose an NGO that we're going to work with, and we give that money to an NGO. In the next couple of weeks, we will be opening up a pop-up in Berlin of recrafted wear. So it's the first to have it in Europe. Energy transition, so our third pillar, that's one of our biggest focuses for 2021. Together with different NGOs, change makers, and energy partners, we are looking in each country on how we can come up with a community energy program so that you can go onto renewable energy either in your community or you can do it yourself. So we'll be launching a film and events to teach or talk to you about how to do that. And for me, that's a huge amount of work, because it's taken me out of my comfort zone of clothing, and even just those 2 topics before, it's really going into solar panels and how do they work, and answering questions that I didn't know about. So we really have to learn about something new. And then the last pillar is regenerative agriculture. So in the past couple months, we really launched out our new line, Regenerative Organic, and we've been spending lots of time talking to people and doing online events to inspire and educate about soil. And I think with COVID being hit, it's become an interesting topic because people have been gardening, people have been looking at what we eat, how we eat, what's local, what's not. And so it is something very interesting to talk about and learn about. And one of our biggest statements in the RO messaging was, We came out right before the vote again, because we're an American brand. You could find inside our oldest piece of shorts, which is the regenerative stand-up shorts. Inside it, you found a little label that said, "Vote the asshole out." So it made a huge viral, it stirred up the whole marketplace, and it went viral. And people were asking us, did you know that was going to come? And we were like, no, we had no clue. So it was really like, it was just out of the blue, the product team decided to put that in the shorts, didn't tell a soul, and someone took the photo and it went crazy. And that's Patagonia. That's, we wake up and here it is, and, get on with it. I think that's something in a company that, somebody can just say, like, I feel like doing this, and it happens. And I like, even the past couple of months during COVID time, we've been spending a lot of time reflecting on how we work, who we work with, what we do. We've realized that we spent a lot of time on screen. So we've been doing days out off the screen where you go and visit local businesses. And, I went and visited my local sheep farm. He has 300 sheep in there. I didn't even know that. They're just up the hill from me. And so you learned about what's going on locally. And, and then we found out that the wool he had up there wasn't even being used. It went to the bin. So these are things we're like, we need to find out what's around us. And I think as a company, sometimes it's good to look within and start at home, and then, come up with the ideas inside your company, how you can make it better, what you can do, whether it be volunteering for an NGO, whether it be giving money. I was speaking to somebody before. We do the 1% for the planet funding, and that is big for us. That's big giving to those NGOs right now. They're all searching for money, and it's a great way to help the planet and feel good about yourself as well, like you individually, or even as a company. If you can't do something, like do it yourself, you can at least give back this way. Ivan Schwinard, he said, going back to a simpler life is not a step backward. And I think so as well. We need to live simply again. We need to find simpler ways and do it right. I hope I did 7 minutes. Thank you.